It's called Awesome Sauce with Eric John. Is that his name?
I'm gonna start with the bottom of the neckline, and I'm gonna really try to size these things up for the proportions. So I'm gonna kind of try to hit all the points of the face, top of the head. I really wanna make sure I get everything in here. When someone has a lot of hair, it means that their face is gonna be smaller than I might otherwise be able to make it. I wanna fit their hair into the shot. Kurt's got long hair and it's sort of a lot going on there. I really wanna make sure all the proportions are right. This is gonna be the shirt line where his neck meets his shirt. This is gonna be the bottom of the chin. And then we're gonna have the mouth. All right, the mouth be around right about there. The nose should be about there. Now the nose should be right around the middle of the pizza. All right, that's right around the middle. All right, and then the brow. Now the way a face is broken up, the chin, the nose, and the brow divide the face up into quarters basically. So we got the chin, the nose, and the brow should be equidistant from each other. All right, the eyes, of course, are a little bit lower than the brow. All right, and then the top of the head should be equidistant as well. All right, the nose is right about in the middle. The nose should be a little higher. The nose should be like about here, which means the brow should be about here, and the top of the head should be about here. That's about right. All right, so now we're gonna do the corner of the chin. Now he's got sort of an interesting line, sort of the jawline. It kind of goes in. It kind of curves in and then back out. I'm gonna try and capture that. Trying to make curved lines, you want to use as small a piece as possible. All right, so that's a little too steep of an incline there. It's all right, that's better. All right, and this is where it kind of starts to turn out. This is all freehand, guys. I don't use a grid or anything. No stencils, no grids, nothing like that. I am gonna do his ear. Now the bottom of the ear, and this is usually the case with most people, the bottom of his ear lines up almost perfectly with the bottom of his nose. All right, so we're gonna start laying down our eggplant. Now I'm gonna be very methodical here with how I do this. All right, now that's a little too long. His hair is not quite that long. It should come right down to about there, maybe right around there. It should come down just a little bit past his chin. That's too far down. So we're gonna move that piece up. And I want the length to be right. I want everything to be right. Now what I'm gonna do right now is I wanna try and get the shape of the hair. So I'm gonna sort of do the outer edge. Shadows are gonna be a big part of this, the shading and getting it right. Let's work on the eyes. Now is the time. All right, I really gotta look at this closely here. He's got real swooping, very rounded top of his eyelids, and they're very low. I'm gonna have to do a lot of shading. Let's see, it comes about maybe that far, maybe a little lower. The tops of the eyes kind of come right just a little below the ear. So I think that's probably a good right there. Usually what I would do is I would just place an olive there for the eye, but I really need to give him blue eyes, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make the irises with these olive pieces. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna cut off the bottoms of these because his eyes are kind of half closed. So we're gonna try to create that illusion by chopping off the bottoms here. I'm gonna add the salt for the whites of the eyes, and then we'll do the spirulina and the pupils. I'm gonna create the lines with the spinach, and then I'm going to fill in the rest of the space with the peppers. I will eat all 15 pieces of the mushrooms here. Oh, God almighty. God. Oh, yeah, it's like full-blown mushroom disgustingness at level 5. God. No, this is not as bad as last week. It's a different kind of gross, but it's not as bad as last week. God. I'd say they're about halfway down. All right, one more. I can do it. There we go. Oh, God. Thank you guys for joining us. Everyone have a fantastic evening. I'll see you next week on Awesome Sauce.